been happening?
No, just go over everything that's been happening.
Okay. What plan?
I guess square one. I've got a few questions to ask. I might get allowed, just so you're aware.
Yes.
Why was I made a captain? What was the initial thoughts?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Of leading
Oh.
primarily. Why do you ask?
Oh, you gotta answer it.
Because this entire time, without the subcrew, I've had no speciality as something I can focus on. I have people to delegate shit to, which I do all the time. I know how to handle those people. And I have been handling them. But I think as of late, especially getting involved more jobs with you, the Dons, Clark, Martin, whoever is added to it, that is a whole different ball game. I need to know what the is needed and wanted.
Fair. Communication's been shit.
Where's this coming from, Sakura, exactly? Like, have you just been brewing on this for a while now, or?
I've been trying to have a meeting for about a week.
I see.
So yes.
Jesus.
I was given the task at BT, which is fine. Easy enough done. Do money runs when available, when allowed. I can do that. There have been many times I've asked people, can I be involved? Oh, I'll talk to the Dons. Never heard back.
This is great timing because we're actually looking to kind of move some things around with the ranks and the structures. So this is great.
Now, these last two situations, there's shit that's unclear. Who to listen to. You have Ling screaming at Clark to shut up. Listen to him. Then, now I need to do shot calls mid-chase. But then you have 3 other people screaming. And I get it. I'm not Queenie. But also that time has not been put into me like Queenie has. She's had those opportunities to come to you, to be a part of situations that you're involved in. She knows how you meld with. I do not.
I don't think she's had that many.
So that's why I'm asking, what do you
Queenie,
want?
maybe like 1 or 2 extra jobs.
I have no problem doing anything. But I'm not being told
Queenie's just more adaptable.
what I can do in terms of helping out. And I've been here, willing, waiting. Most of the captains don't even reach out to me. I reach out to them every single day in the subgroups. Nothing. Clark is the only one.
That's right.
Martin Teddy, nah.
That's
Vito,
right.
of course, we work closely together. But
Okay,
I've done my due diligence to reach the out to people.
Yeah, I mean, you sound pretty frustrated.
When we gave her a call, she was out there doing Sandy while I was getting shut up by the manor.
Like you can't just,
That's a good point. Still, she's not wrong.
Captain,
she's not wrong.
Just,
go off.
Do you feel like you need approval just to do stuff off your own back? Like, if you want to go do a job, like to start pulling people in and just go do it? Do you feel like you need approval for that, or?
Jobs are one thing. I can do that easily. I had to get clarification if I could pull associates in or not because our HQ is falling apart. If certain people are around, we can't do shit. Now that's been settled. I can pull in the former associates. That's fine. It's more so bigger things than that. For a very long time, I didn't even have access to the red trailer. I had people coming to me. Hey, can I get weed? Hey, I need beds. Getting guns, armor. I could never supply them, but you had our enforcers that could. Our enforcers knew more. Well, sorry, our associate, Hank, knew what happened
This is
to
a Don
Zon and
issue.
Vicky before I even did. The fact that I had to learn from a associate that shouldn't even know what the is happening drove me mad.
True.
I don't think you were around that day when that all happened, Sakura. Were you?
No, but yeah, actually, I was. I'm around every single day. Weekends, no. Otherwise, I'm here.
Maybe too many captains, not enough members, to a point where you don't even know what your role is. You know what I mean? So we're working on it. Just that's one of the reasons we want to call you down here, to kind of hear your frustrations.
I haven't had a speciality since the Subcribes. You've got Teddy doing weed, Clark Martin doing Bitcoin,
Mm-hmm.
Vito Heist. And I can help out with all of those. I never had a focus until now, which is bad, which I'm thankful for, Clark. That way I can actually help in some form or way.
That's right,
What
baby.
would you like to do? Like, if it's not, let's not like help people with their current specialities. If you were able to get a speciality, what would you like to do? Could be anything.
At this rate, I want to do fentanyl. I was
Okay.
given to Ricky for a very long time, so that's something I could do. But those were something I was interested in. Was hot
Oh.
runs, racing, stuff of that sort. I need straight clarification directly now if I'm doing runs with you guys, jobs.
No. There's not going to be any more cooked on jobs for a hot minute for now. This whole screaming at Clark to shut the up, or screaming on the ground in rage of the radio, that's all stopping. There's not going to be any kind of jobs like that for a while, if not ever. So
Yeah, we're gonna like Harry said, we're gonna be making some big changes,
Mm.
and it's all gonna be for the betterment of Cyprus. I'm actually glad that you brought up the fentanyl. We could definitely get that moving if you'd like.
Again, that's the thing. I am down to do whatever. I'm happy to do whatever. I don't have the experiences that most people do, as I haven't been given those chances.
I can see your point of view on that.
it's all good, Sakura. I mean, experience doesn't matter. I have all the experience in the world, yet it doesn't necessarily change anything. Still end up screaming at each other on the radio and shooting cops in the head. You're all good, Don't feel like you're less of a person just because you haven't been in a trillion shootouts or been in a situation where people are just screaming on the radio. It's a shock every time, to be honest. You don't really get used to it. So, is anything else you want to bring up? Because now's the time to bring it up.
Yeah, Harry's cooking
Not
right
really.
now.
All right. Well, we got to speak to the other captains. So thanks for your time. We'll be in touch.
Thank you, Sakura.
Sure. I'll send the BO2 over to you in a second, Luciano.
All right.
There's a lot of shit going on right now, and we're trying to set it straight. We're looking to change some things around and make things kind of more streamlined. We wanted to kind of hear from you yourself how you feel about your role right now, and how's it been going?
Well, I mean, to be honest, there's not much going on. We just got out of that war, and I think that war put a dampener on a lot of things. But I guess we'll see how it picks up. I will say that, I mean, there's a lack of activity. There's a lack of people around most of the time. I mean, today I've kind of been wandering around, really hopping between little groups of people, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot happening, and it's hard to put things together to do as well. We've been trying to get a maze bank going for the last 3 hours. We just don't have the people on the app. I've been waiting for Mateo to wake up, but I'll be waiting all day at that point by the time he does wake up, so it's difficult. It's difficult to do things. We have some money that we want to clean. We have some sanitation we want to do, but aside from that, like, there's nothing really happening. It's hard to find something to do, it's difficult. I feel like things are a little stagnant right now. I think that's maybe the right word, stagnant.
We want people to go out and do jobs, whether it's the big boat job, the gallery, whatever it is. We want all that shit to keep on happening. So
Yeah,
we just gotta get everything set up right.
What do you mean by like, you know, there's not much else to do? Like other shit's already being handled, or like, what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, okay, so rather, I suppose my answer is more geared towards your question, which was, is there anything else
Sure.
I'd like to sink my teeth in, right?
Sure.
And so I take that as the approach I take to the question is there something else I want to learn? And there's not much else for me to learn as far as I could tell. I mean, maybe the fence stuff, but I know there was limitations on that, and that's not just like, you know, I can't just go get a fence brick or whatever and do it. You know, there's more prep to that, so I'm not really involved in any of that. The cargo ship stuff, usually we have 6 people going anyway, and I'm not usually involved in that anyway, so that's not something I find available to myself anyway. 24/7s, I've done a few of those, you know, in the last week. Seems kind of different, kind of new, something I don't really know too much about, but it's also very hit or miss. You either do a bunch of 24/7s and don't get shit, or you get a white card, then you have to go do 3 other things before you can hit something big, you know? Like, it's very difficult to kind of do that. It's not willy-nilly, you know, like a cash exchange or a laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, there's not really much else to put people to work to either, right? I mean, what other things are there out there right now aside from
I mean,
the mundane sanitation or you know things like that?
the 24/7s with the white cards. You know, these cards are a little bit more durable. They you can save them for another day, right? So if you keep stacking those and keep hitting these like jewelry stores, for
I
example.
see his point, but I also
believe that
disagree
leads
with the
to,
core
what,
component
like
of
a
what he's
flicker
saying.
back? Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, that could be something you could
But I see like
you can get the ball
where
rolling
he's
on as
going
well, you
with
know?
it.
Yeah.
Last chance, Vito, to say your piece. Anything you want to get off your chest, now's the time to get it off your chest. Is anyone holding us back?
I just didn't know if he had access. If he doesn't know the pin, he should know the pin. Captain should know the pin. I don't know why they don't. It makes no sense.
Just a chance to kind of
Our
speak
captains didn't
openly
have the pin.
to wrap this up.
I don't think anybody in particular is holding anything back. No, I would not single anybody out. No, I will say, from my perspective, what may be missing, at least from a captain point of view, is a general direction from up above.
Mm.
Like what is it that you guys want us to achieve? What is it that you guys want us to do with the position that we're in, right? And I know Sakura's kind of been feeling the same way with a lack of direction, not really knowing what to do. I can't speak for Martin. I can't speak for Teddy, obviously, but you know, I know with Sakura, she's been feeling similarly. So maybe some sort of direction from you guys to us as to, hey, you know, Vito, I want you to achieve this. I want Cyprus in general to be this. It would give us something to kind of work towards figuring out how to get to, you know? So just some more direction, I would say, perhaps.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Andy,
Okay.
do you have any questions?
No, we had our one-on-one. We're good.
All
right.
Thank you, Vito.
Yeah, thank you, Vito.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Take it easy. Huh?
Be headed out.
All right.
Ciao.
See ya.
People are lost in this crew, huh?
They're lost. They're just
Yeah.
Which
waiting. I mean, him
is-
and Sakura. They feel like
Like I
they're
see
just waiting for stuff.
the
to
shitty
do.
thing is I see their point.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like 50-50.
yeah, like I'm like 60-40. Like I see their point, but I'm like still 60%. Like you got to make something to do.
Yeah,
You know,
Because
but
then you
he's
have
not
people like
wrong,
Teddy, right,
but-
where he's not getting more direction than anyone else, but he's
Exactly.
Right, he-
he's
he
doing his
actually
we
shit.
don't
sees
meet with
the-
Teddy. We
well,
don't meet with Teddy at
In
all.
Vito's defense,
But-
he also sees the Dons very rarely, just like Sakura does. Even though Teddy
But
He
does as
also
well.
has his
Teddy-
growing up. Teddy's growing weed. He's got that at the in the back burner at least.
Well, he's also around less, right? So filling his hours is easier if there's just less of them.